Yo, what up, everybody? This is Made by Power, your host for the Rhythm and Flow podcast, co-hosted with DJ Inferno.
Yes, sir, man. We're back for another episode. I think this is episode 14, season 2, episode 3, maybe? Something like that.
Episode 3.
But, we got another banger episode ready for y'all. We got our guy, Lambo Lawson, in the building. Make some noise. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
Thank you.
Lambo, man, we appreciate you for being here. Appreciate you for coming down. But let's get into it, man. I mean, some of the viewers, they probably already know who you are, but tell us a little bit about who you are, where you're from, when you started making music. Like, honestly, bro, go as far back as you really want to.
So, obviously, my name is Lambo Lawson. I've been rapping since I was 12 years old. I'm from Philadelphia, raised in New Jersey, moved out here about 5 years ago. For as long as I can remember, I've been making music. My grandfather was signed to Motown, so I always had, records around me. Was always inspired by music. From there, I went and I played in the band in school, and then from there, I decided to rap. Real simple story, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What'd you play in the band?
I played baritone horn first. I tried to play saxophone, but my school didn't offer that, so I had to play whatever they gave me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And at the time, that was baritone horn, which is like a small tuba.
Okay.
And I got nice at that shit though. I got I can curse on this.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I got nice at it, and I became top 5 in the state of New Jersey. And then when I got too cool to be in a band, that's when I started telling people I could rap.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. It was just something I did with the homie. His name was Ramar. We would record at his crib because he was making beats and knew how to mix and everything like that. So it was just something we did on the low until we decided to, show the school that that's what we was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was that like? Growing up in Jersey and Philadelphia.
It was cool. It was cool. I think it's I personally, when I got here, I felt like it was just a West Coast New Jersey. I ain't gonna lie. It was really no difference. I would say the only difference is you gotta watch where you party in Philadelphia, just like you gotta watch where you party out here. But I think it's a little more intense over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I like the freedom of the West Coast. You know what I mean? Especially with the police. Especially with the police. You can't I ride around smoking all day. You know what I mean? Here, over there. Could never.
Yeah, that shit don't fly out there.
Hell no. You be done. As soon as
It's illegal out there still?
Nah, it's actually legal there now. But
okay.
it's been legal there, what? 2 years?
So it's relatively new.
That's fresh.
Yeah, it's relatively new, whereas though I think they got a handful of dispensaries and you need medical cards to go there and all that.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So it's a whole different situation. But I still don't think they can ride around smoking like we do.
Yeah, out here.
You know what I mean?
I feel like it's really loose, The whole weed thing is real loose. Everyone loves smoking weed in Oregon, right?
Yeah.
And no one minds it if you know.
Nah, this is the place for it. All the genetics and everything that they smoking in LA came from here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody tell you different.
Yeah, no, it's true.
I done learned it all.
So, as you were playing instruments growing up, was that something you were proud of? Did you tell people, or were you low key a closet? Yeah.
Nah, yeah. I couldn't keep it to myself because, we had concerts and shit, and you had to go, and you had to go, you had to dress a certain way, and they were documenting that stuff. I couldn't hide it. I had to bring the instrument on the bus. I had to take it home to practice. So even though what I'm saying, everybody knew, it didn't diminish my popularity. I wasn't a band geek.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Other people found it cool to do it, so the band was actually popping. But I would say I wasn't hiding it. I would have to take it on the bus. It was a heavy ass instrument. I had to bring it back for practice in school, practice at home. I wasn't hiding nothing. Everybody knew I was musically inclined when I told them I was rapping.
Okay.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
So you know how to read music, music theory, you understand all that?
Yeah, and even to this day, I produce a lot of my own records, whether I release them or not. I try to put on for the producers that are out here when I release my records, but I produce a lot of my own records, and I produce a lot of homies records. I even probably produce a lot of famous people's records that you listen to. I just don't I don't promote shit. That's probably something I need to do better with, or tell people what I'm doing or what I'm going through and shit like that. I don't really be talking about that, which I probably should.
Why is that? You don't want to be known as a producer? You want to be known as a rapper?
Fun fact. Every time I was signed to a major label, I was signed as a producer. I was signed as either a beat maker or a writer. I was never signed as
an artist,
the face. You know what I mean? The artist. Which is kind of half untrue because I signed to an indie label, which was with Gamble and Huff. I signed this indie label called Climax Entertainment, where I was the artist, but I was still the executive producer of the label. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, I can't do both. It's either I'm producing or I'm rapping.
Yeah.
If I'm rapping, I don't want to make the beat.
Yeah.
If I'm in the mood to produce, I don't want to rap right now.
Gotcha.
It's real weird.
I see.
It's like
I get it though.
I got to put all my eggs in one basket if I'm doing either one.
You're just committing to one.
Right.
Yeah, you can't do both. Like, you just don't want to.
Yeah, cause I don't know. It feels like a conflict of interest because if I make a really hard beat and I'm rapping right now, I might tell you can't have that. But I'm contractually obligated to give you, whatever I'm making in the studio. Cause
yeah, I didn't think about it like that.
Yeah, that's what my deal requires. But
yeah.
If I go in there with the mindset that I ain't even rapping right now, I don't even care about none of that shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I looked at it. That's kind of how I divided.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You said your grandpa was signed to Motown?
Yep.
Oh, dope.
Years ago. I mean, like, shit, like.
So, like 60s?
I want to even say 50s.
50s?
Damn.
My grandfather passed when I was 7, so.
What group was he part of?
The Four Sportsmen.
Four Sportsmen.
Yeah,
what are they known for?
Shit. He sang soprano. As far as what he's known for, I couldn't even tell you the song because I don't even remember them things like that. But I used to be really into it when I was young. I used to be able to tell you probably like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
But since I've been doing my own thing, I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even tell you one of his songs. I can Google it, though.
Yeah. I was a big Motown fan. I love, like, oldies and stuff like that. So
you're going to make me Google it. I'm kind of interested now.
I'm kind of interested, too.
The Four Sportsmen.
Was it, like, jazz-based?
Nah, it was more or less like
singing.
Yeah, like Temptation style, like singing.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, I feel that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, let me see. So I'm on YouTube right now, and all I'm getting is Temptations after I just said that. That's how old it is. But my sister, like, she has all his stuff and like knows about all that stuff. I just can't keep up.
I feel that.
Let me see. So this one song is called Records. That has, 500,000. And that's the only one they show right away. So that song's called Records. My grandfather is the soprano singer on that joint.
Oh, wow. That's fire.
And somebody uploaded it 12 years ago, so shout out to Buried in Vinyl.
So,
play it right now.
Was your like parents musically inclined as well, or where did like the musical inspiration? Was it from your grandfather?
Yeah, it was 100% my grandfather, but my mom can sing.
Okay.
My mom can sing. She would sing around the house. My father loved to collect music, and he could sing too if he really wanted to. Often my mother and father would duet around the house and sing with each other. So that's kind of like often what I woke up to, was them cleaning the house and singing with each other, and we would just have to get up and start cleaning with them. I mean, that was their way of waking us up.
Yeah.
Sing really, really loud. And then we would just all get up. You know what I mean? But,
that's cool. I like the inspiration, the story behind it, It's not like it just happened. I mean, you've definitely had this around you your whole life.
Nah, for sure. Like, before I even started, like, rapping, I was writing, like, research papers for people in school, like, at a young age, or, like, poems for, like, an art class or whatever the case may have been. I always knew how to write first, which I think is really important, because a lot of rappers these days think they like Lil Wayne, they could, like, freestyle everything.
Right.
I think that's the most annoying thing about today is, like, everybody thinks they can freestyle. I promise you can't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't get good at freestyling until a couple years ago, and I've been rapping since I was 12. I'm 30.
Mm-hmm.
That's 18 years of rapping, and I just got good at freestyling. You think you come in the game and freestyle all your records, you're crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Playboy Carti didn't do that overnight. You know what I mean? He's been doing it for a long time. And, influence, that shows you how powerful influence is. You know what I mean?
Without a doubt.
Niggas think they can do shit they can't.
I mean, everybody sees it, right? They all want to do it too.
Yeah. They think it sound hard when homie mumbles on the track, so they think they can do the same thing. That's not true.
I've definitely, you know what's funny is I've seen that kind of like kill an artist almost. Like when they see another friend, another artist freestyle, and they're like, that shit sound hard. Yeah. Maybe my shit will sound hard too if I do it. Yeah. And it kind of kills like what they got going on.
Yeah. And I talk to artists, and they often try to justify it. Like, man, I just try to like, be in the moment with everything, and it just sounds harder that way, dog. And I'm like, bro, I promise you, this shit is not hard. Yeah. You know what I mean? And not even being like disrespectful, but I promise you, if you was to write your shit down and have a concise thought and say what you want to say, it'll be way better. Mm-hmm. Everybody want to be Wayne. Right. Or not even Wayne at this point. Everybody want to be
Cardi.
Cardi.
Yeah. Yeah.
His influences got everything on the choke.
And shout out to Cardi. Like,
Cardi's nice.
Shit, I even fuck with it. I don't know what he's saying, but I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? But when you listen to it hella times, it opens up. You start to understand what he's saying. It's weird. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But like other people don't have that, that puzzle piece flow that you can just put together over time. Like, nigga wasn't saying nothing today, and he's not gonna be saying nothing tomorrow.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I mean, this is my opinion, but I think like someone like Cardi can kind of get away with it too because he's at that statue. You know what I'm saying? Like once you get to that certain point, you can start doing and saying things, going about things differently than an artist that's just getting started wouldn't be able to. Right. And that's just because of where he's at. Right. On the totem pole, to be honest. But yeah, I like your thought, bro. So tell us a little bit about what it's like creating a track. Like if you're going in and making a track as an artist, what's it like? Like what's it before the session, during the session, after? Like walk us through that whole phase of making a song by Lambo Lawson.
So for me right now, like I got like a roster of producers that submit beats daily, weekly, whatever the case may be. And if I hear something that I feel like writes itself, I can go from there. And what I mean by writes itself, I mean it triggers emotion. I feel like I can make somebody feel something from this beat, so I can put the lyrics over it, and I can really direct what I feel like they're going to feel, whether it's positive or negative. Yeah. So with that being said, if you listen to a Sade song, she gonna make you feel like crying. That's just what she do. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Whereas with me, I'm gonna try to make you, motivate you in some kind of way, in most of my songs. Sometimes I might make you, feel sad or whatever the case may be, but the beat has to kick me in order to start making a melody. I might start mumbling. I might start, coming up with whatever cadence I want to deal with, and then from there I'll put words in there. And then from there, I will technically be freestyling, but I'm still writing it. You know what I mean? Like, I might punch in. I won't punch in, like, say I was across the hall and I was at the studio. I'm coming to the studio. I'm coming with everything written, like ad-libs, dubs, all that is already done. I don't really want to be here that long. Mm-hmm. If I'm at the crib, you'll see me punch in and, I might mumble a melody, da-da-da-da, and then I might make it say, the fuck you thought? You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it just has to, like...
It has to make, like, you just have to feel it, right? You just kind of got to get the guidance.
You just got to feel it. And it's like, I can make them, like, heartless songs that don't mean nothing because, somebody wants me to be on a song or whatever. And then I'll just, rap a verse that I know is tough. Mm-hmm. But I don't like to do that all the time. Mm-hmm. I like to be inspired by the record. I like to make people feel something. That's why I feel like my next album is, everything make you feel something.
Okay. What inspired that album?
Video games.
Video games.
Not even that, though. I can't even be like that, like, broad with it. So, like, growing up, he just asked me a minute ago what game I was playing right now. I said I was playing Final Fantasy VII, but the new one. Growing up, me and my sister would play all the Final Fantasy games. And when I wasn't that nice to even really play them, I would just watch her play them. But the one thing I noticed in all the games is I like the music in all the games. So that's kind of what pushed me into feeling like I wanted to download FL Studio and try to sample some of these sounds I was hearing in the game to turn them into beats. As I got older, I kept playing all the games to listen for the sounds in order to sample them to make the beats. And this album is a collective of me catching that same vibe and, making the Final Fantasy album that I always kind of wanted to make from the inspiration from that game.
So this is inspired by Final Fantasy.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's dope.
But it's called Final Trap Fantasy.
Final Trap Fantasy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fire.
And the way I'm spinning it is, it's the story of the day that I can, sell my last bag. Whenever that comes.
That's fire. Okay.
May never come.
I fuck with that.
No, that's a crazy inspiration, bro. I remember probably like months ago, I went down like a rabbit hole, and I didn't realize like how much production is behind video game sound.
Hell yeah.
There's like sound engineers, sound architects,
yeah.
like it's like a whole thing. Like obviously to make a whole video game, there's a whole production behind it, but then there's just like people that are in charge of the music, the sound. Like they'll get musicians, they'll get, like I said, architects, engineers. Like we need this to sound a certain way when they when they shoot or when they hit. It's like it's a whole thing. I was like, damn, it's crazy.
And that right there is what I fuck with. That's why I try to tie that into what I was doing, because I feel like I'm just like that. So I feel like a lot of things today, aren't thought that through. You feel me? It's just more or less like, oh, me and my homie got a bunch of songs, we putting it out, we calling it slaps. You know what I'm saying? Go get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But there's no inspiration behind why the fuck you even did it.
Yeah.
So for me, it was one of the things I had to cross off my list. But it's still a sequel to my trilogy, which is Phoenix. It's just called Final Trap Fantasy. My shit is very like Harry Potter-esque. Like, you know how it was like Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban?
Yeah.
My last album was called Phoenix, A Never-Ending Story. But the album before that was called Phoenix, just like straight up. It's just like if Harry Potter had a self-titled album. And then I started to go on the chapters of the book. So Final Trap Fantasy is really just chapter 3. I'm just not calling it the Phoenix.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
That's cool. Yeah. I like that though. You say you're backing it up with your actual inspiration, which is a video game, and I mean it gives it like a whole like theme basically. Yeah. That's what's dope.
Yeah, I mean I get all my inspiration from video games most of the time, because when I'm writing songs, I'm sitting there and I'm playing the game, and I might pause the game while I think of a line, write it down, and keep playing the game, keep mumbling that line over and over and over. So like I said, I'm technically freestyling, but I'm not. You know what I mean? So yeah.
You got a lot of like bars that are from the game too.
Nah.
No metaphors in there.
Nah, I ain't do none of that. Just because like I'm at a point now where everything is I'm pretty established, bro. I don't really want to like confuse the listener. If I make a video game reference and you don't play the game, that's just as political as saying some other shit you don't know about.
Okay. I
want everybody to be able to sing along and understand every word. So it's important that I stay clear of references, but I'll let you know where it came from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I get that.
It's kind of that's something to think about though. It's a good little thing. I'll put a little bonus track on there, or I'll shout somebody out.
Get some like metaphors in there and some punchlines.
You ever play?
Not Final Fantasy though.
I fuck with it, man. I promise you.
I've heard of it. I've heard of my friends playing it, but I've never really gotten into it.
The moral of the entire game is that you are your biggest enemy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Of the entire series.
It's a deep ass video game.
That's what I'm saying.
The moral of the entire game is that you are your biggest enemy, and anything that you want to do is within you.
Damn, that is deep.
I promise you. That's what I'm saying. And when I realized that, I was like, damn, I'm gonna keep playing this shit. But yeah, fuck with it. I'm telling you. You play what you play? PS5. I knew you was gonna say Xbox. Yeah. What you play?
I play PS5, dog.
I could have said that before y'all said that.
For real, you could tell.
Yeah, are you a shooter game type?
Yeah, like Call of Duty. For sure.
And you be on like
stories, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say you be on the type shit that I be on. But
stories.
But what do you play? You ever play like?
Story wise, I mean, I was just playing. I don't know if you heard that game. It's called it's that one game based on M-Band. It's called Days Gone.
What?
Yeah,
I played that during COVID.
Really?
Yeah.
I just love like the fact that you get hordes and shit.
Yeah.
And then you get like kill a bunch of hordes and.
Yeah, I played that during COVID. I beat that game so fast because it's COVID. I was beating games like 3 days.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't even got that game no more. I gave that to somebody.
Did you like it?
I did. I thought it was a little choppy. You feel me?
It was choppy. It's very, very repetitive.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You would have to go in the houses and clear out the hordes and shit like that. And I don't really like scary games like that, bro.
No?
Nah, I don't like that type shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
I just picked up Biohazard 2, Resident Evil Biohazard. I just picked that up.
Nah, my sister always tries to get me to download Resident Evil games.
That game was scary, bro. I couldn't play it. It's like the one they get kidnapped, and it's like a family is like demonic or
no, sir.
Yep. I was scared to play it.
I don't like shit like that. The games that I think are fun that are scary. You ever play that Texas Chainsaw Massacre game?
Nah.
Where like
I seen it, but I've never.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about? Then
yeah.
you either the people running or you're.
Oh yeah, I
the
know
killer.
Or the killer. And
That's
you
like that.
after him.
It's like that Jason game. I played the Jason
game.
game.
Yeah, Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
That's fun to play when you with people, but it's boring to play if you by yourself.
By yourself, right?
You gotta play.
You just kill the campers, or you could be the camper.
yeah. So yeah, that's what I be on, bro.
No, actually, all time. I think all time game, no debate to me, is gonna be Last of Us.
I never played it.
You got to.
You played both? You played part
both.
1 and 2?
Yeah.
Did part 2 just come out or part 1 just came out?
I think part 2 got remastered. On PS5.
Okay.
It was like a little $10 upgrade.
Hey, what's your thoughts on that remastered games, like a remake? You guys like those? Like for anything?
The remastered games, I think is like pointless.
Yeah.
You don't like them?
No.
It don't do nothing for me.
Yeah,
you're not adding nothing to it. You just make it a little less blocky, but like I was good. You know what I mean? I already beat it. So
yeah, exactly.
And we still pay more money to play the same shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can't do shit like that. The only game that I was cool with that was when they remastered San Andreas.
I bought that shit.
I was cool with that.
Yeah,
but it was kind of whack though. I feel like it was kind of whack.
I mean, you gonna think it's whack because we got GTA 5 now. We about to have 6. Like it ain't.
I'm back on GTA 5 right now.
Really? I fuck with GTA 5. I play GTA 5 right now.
Yeah, I'm back on it.
And it's funny, and this is one thing this is how you notice you're getting bigger in what you're doing. It's like you play online with people know who you are.
Oh yeah.
Then I gotta get out the server because I'm not trying to be myself in this motherfucker right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like my homie be playing Fortnite on my account and shit. They be like Lambo Lawson. I be like, be nice to them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
That's your name out there.
Yeah, don't say nothing crazy.
All right, let me ask you this: who's the most famous person you've came across on video games online?
I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't. Fun fact. Let's say this first. I don't like playing online, bro.
Really?
I can see that.
Just because I came to do what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all trying to do what you trying to do, and you fucking up what I'm trying to do, especially GTA 5.
Yeah. You
know how you do the cargo missions. You going to get the vehicle cargo, or you going to get
the online server. Everyone's just fucking.
And then they tell you can have, everybody's after you right now. You right near your warehouse. That's annoying to me. I'm trying to get my bread up, and then if I wanted to jump into y'all world, I will. Yeah. I don't like that shit. So I don't
be killing you and shit.
I don't play a lot of online shit like that. I think my man's, before we even went on tour with D Savage, he played a game with D Savage, and then the universe put us together.
Oh, really?
And then we ended up touring with him, and I think that happened. But he be playing on my account more than I do, especially when it comes to Xbox. I play the PS5.
Okay,
that's my shit, and I play the Switch. Sometimes I don't be wanting to be that serious, so I play some Mario shit or something.
Okay, that's fine. You can't go wrong with Mario, though.
Yeah, that's my
shit,
shit,
it's a classic, bro.
No, I collect every game. I collect all the games. I just don't. I play 2K. I'll really bust somebody's ass in 2K, but I don't play Madden. I don't play FIFA no more. I used to be addicted to FIFA. I'll never play a hockey game. Don't get it. Just like sports games, I don't really click with sports like that. I was such like a sports fanatic growing up because I was playing sports that I don't care about them no more.
Yeah. Yeah. What about, what's making a comeback, right? The NCAA.
Oh, I saw
the
that.
games.
Yeah, they're making comebacks
because they're putting the real players in there, and they gave everybody $600 to be in it.
Yeah,
I probably won't even fuck with it because $600 ain't enough.
True.
You gave these niggas. I know it's a whole league. I know it's a whole league, and that adds up, and that's probably like a big bag. But that ain't enough.
Nah, it's not.
You could at least give them an even band.
Well, I think some of the top players are dropping out of that. They're like, nah, I'm not gonna sign on that.
Which is like.
They get a free game too, though.
Yeah, they get a free game.
They get a free copy of the game.
But they're doing it for reasons that are like, most people that are opting out are already famous because of their family member. Yeah. Like, the one person I seen dropping out was basically like, I don't need to do it because, I'm good. Like, I don't need no extra spotlight on me. My dad's going to get me to where I need to be. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or you got some people that's opting out because they got scandals going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they don't not want to be in that motherfucker. They just
they don't want the spotlight.
They got shit going on. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, you don't want nobody talking about your case until there's a verdict.
Facts.
Oh, that's interesting. I wanted to take a step back because you touched on something earlier. I've been meaning to talk about it. So you said you were signed to some labels at some point.
Yeah.
talk about that. What were they? How was that? I also kind of want to know. Sorry to cut you off.
Nah.
I want to know like what that process was like. Like, how did you get introduced to them? Like, as much detail as you want to go into on that.
So my cousin was. We had a family record label when I was very young. My cousin, his name was Khalif. At the time, he was going by Confidential. We had a family record label called Red Rum Records, and he was like the front runner of the label. And he went as far as, having, New Joint on 106 in Park back in like 2006. So we had a lot of connections, from him doing what he did. So even when I ran into Def Jam and met the people that I met, it was through him, from everybody that he met. I ended up signing with them as a writer where I worked on projects for, I'll tell you the names after. But real big names. From there, I kind of just signed a deal that allowed me to continue to work on the roster when they had other artists that were looking for writers. Most big artists, when they're putting out like major projects, they have a team of writers that may exceed 100 people.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody just gets to submit, but will you get picked? That's neither here nor there. If you do get picked, you get a pretty good payday. I got picked a number of times, so I got paid a number of times at a young age. When I first signed to Def Jam, I was 19. This was right after I had went on tour in Egypt and Germany. When I left Egypt and Germany, I came home. I bought a car with that money. I did all this other shit. And then from there, we went to the label, and I started working directly on people's projects as a writer.
Okay.
I wrote the records. They found out that I could produce. I ended up leaving that deal because I felt like, if y'all don't want me to be the face, then I don't really want to do this. I stuck in it, and I was writing for people to make the connections, but I still wanted to do what I wanted to do. At the end of the day, they didn't want me to do that shit, so I left. I actually met somebody else from Def Jam. Can't really say his name. I'll tell you later. He brought me on board and said we can, figure out how to be the artist, but then they found out I could make beats at the end of the last deal. So now they're like, what's up with the hard drive that you was working on when you was here before? Ended up giving them that, and it became a whole nother situation where I made money now off of my beats. This was cool, this whole situation, because I was able to learn the business and the splits and how to make money and things like that, but still wasn't what the fuck I wanted to do, so I was still, upset, you know what I mean? So from there, I left. I think I left Def Jam completely by the time I was 23. When I was 23... I then signed to the Climax Entertainment, which was Gamble and Huff in Philadelphia, to be the artist yet again. But once again, they heard the beats, that I was rapping on or that I was using, and, other artists, a part of the label, felt like they wanted those records. So I would pass them out because we just in the studio together, and then lo and behold, a month later, it's like, we want to restructure your deal. We want you to be executive producer of the entire label, which comes with X amount of dollars. Sure, whatever, I'll do it. Still not what I want to do. But this studio at the time had mad restrictions, and I couldn't, bring people in the studio. I couldn't, catch that vibe that I used to catch. I could smoke in there, I could get as high as I want. All that was cool, but I'm by myself, so it's like I didn't have that same inspiration. Not like I need a gang full of niggas in the studio or a gang full of bitches in the studio. Just, I don't know, a couple homies, something.
Yeah, not by
tell
yourself.
Me if this shit is hot. I'm just going crazy in this motherfucker. So I ended up leaving that deal just because I was by myself, and I was just I felt like a slave. I was locked in the studio for 12 hours a day, just making beats.
Shit.
And that's not what I was signed for. Did I make money? Yeah. But was that what I was trying to do? No. So I left the deal. I actually left the deal prematurely before I made the big bag.
Wow.
Which was dumb. But looking back on it, I wasn't tripping. After that, I started modeling full-time. I didn't even really care about a label no more. I still made music, but I just put everything out independently off the bread I was getting from modeling. Simple as that. The only reason I'm in Portland is because I was modeling for PacSun and they moved me here. It's the only reason I'm here.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was a question I was just saying, how do you go from New Jersey to Portland? So the modeling is what brought you here.
Yep. So when I was done signing with labels, I started modeling. And then from there, that shit took off way faster.
The modeling did?
It did. But I was still doing shows in my hometown. I was still rocking shows. I was still selling shows out. I was still doing all that shit. The modeling was just quicker.
Gotcha. Did you have options, or it was like we're just sending you to Portland, or did you have a couple city options?
I did have options. I had Hawaii and Arizona.
Okay.
And here. And,
so how did you make that decision to go to Portland?
Y'all weed was legal.
Straight up.
That's what's up.
Y'all had legal weed, and I knew I ultimately wanted to figure that game out.
Okay.
So that's why I came here.
Yep.
Arizona's too hot, and they probably got wildlife and shit. Do they? They got like bobcats and shit. They got like
desert animals.
Yeah. Nah, fuck
snakes.
All that. Nah.
Scorpions.
Lizards.
I don't know. Do they have scorpions in Arizona?
I just made that up. I'm
sure
they do.
Nah, that sounds real as hell because it's desert.
Yeah. That's why I'm thinking like desert shit. Scorpions, snakes.
Scorpions are in the desert. I just looked it up earlier because I was looking at an Airbnb in Sedona just to go to Arizona. It's funny as fuck. And they got like pigs out there and shit.
Oh yeah, like the wild
hogs and shit.
Yeah, wild.
Oh, they trying to kill those. Those are infestations.
They're called like javelinas.
Something like that. Yeah.
Are
those the ones that are like killing all the crops and everything? They're eating it, all the food. Yeah. They trying to kill those.
Yeah.
They trying to get rid of those.
For that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was Hawaii. Hawaii to me is not boring, but I'm not a perma vacationer. I gotta be in the street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So overall, you saw as Portland your destination.
Yeah.
You saw the opportunity, maybe the potential here.
Yeah, for sure. I felt like it needed a sound.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Not to say that these artists aren't bringing a sound because they 100% are. I just felt like just needed something different from another coast. You know what I mean? And I think everybody's gravitating to what I do pretty nicely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, based on what you've seen and where you've lived, I mean, where do you see Portland now? Where are we headed?
I think y'all are doing good. I think it's about to be the new LA for real to me. You know what I mean? I feel like if anybody is smart and they want to, be able to have a peace of mind to actually have people digest your art in the way that you want to because you're able to explain it, I think this is the place to do it. And then if you get business in LA and you can fly to LA in an hour and a half and do whatever you got to do and bring your ass back, that's fire.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We might go to LA 10 times a year, but you'll never know because I don't stay there for longer than a day or two.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking out of there. I'm right back here. The weed is fucking 3 times the price. Like, I don't like the people like that. The people cool, don't get me wrong, but I'm not one of those people that like to prove myself in new areas. You know, I'm comfortable with who I am. I don't really gotta like give you my whole life story to get in the club. Like, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about the club that much.
Yeah, LA is very like, who are you? What do you do? What have you done?
And
I'm like, that's the culture.
It's like resume driven.
Yes, bro. Like you got to be somebody.
Yeah,
or know somebody. To be honest, I feel you on that.
Know someone that knows someone to get you in.
Yeah,
that he knows somebody.
I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. At the end of the day, I don't gotta be at no club.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I don't gotta be at the party. I don't gotta be at these places. I really don't want no new friends.
So you're a real homebody.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Just because my crib is cool as shit, I got everything I need in my crib. It's like, you ever feel like when you was young, you had like a vision for your room, and once your vision for your room was complete, you didn't really need to go outside and play no more?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of where I'm at with my house.
Nice.
My house is
You got like a home studio?
I got 2.
2, okay.
Yeah, I got 2 of them.
Nice.
I got one in my room. I got one in the living room. In case I want to sing in my room, in case they don't, I'm cracking notes and nobody laughing at me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fine.
But I barely use that joint because, my homies is cool about me recording. It's getting a lot easier. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got like an engineer right now? Somebody you just personally work with, or you kind of just work with like the homies, I guess?
I do have an engineer. Like I work with Sam at Burn Money Music. But as far as like at my house, I engineer my own stuff. Yeah, I engineer my own stuff. And that's just for me to be able to hear it enough to understand it's a good enough record to bring to Sam.
Yeah.
I don't waste a lot of time in the studio. Like I said earlier, if I got one song to do, I'll probably book 2 hours, and I know it'll be mastered by the end of it because I know it by heart. If I'm doing, a new song, like I'll probably stay at the crib and make sure that shit is hot before I spend any money on a session.
Right. That's a smart way to go about it. Yeah. You go into the studio to finalize the product. You go in with the rough and finalize that thing.
Right. There's been so many times I've went to studios before I used to do it this way and like try to record out, and I'm like, man, that bitch is not it. And I'm like, well, that's money down the drain because I still got to pay him.
Yeah, facts.
And I don't got nothing to. I used to drop my music immediately. I used to leave the studio and drop it. I don't do that no more. That was crazy work. But back then, you could do that.
Yeah.
It would kind of hurt when you leave the studio and you had nothing to drop because the song was whack.
Oh, yeah, that's probably
that's
like
true.
You know, so
like, shit, what did I just waste my money and time for?
And I'm on MySpace and Facebook talking about dropping tonight. And I can't drop tonight because that shit was whack. You know what I mean? So from then on, I just made sure everything was pristine if I was paying for it.
Okay. And this album that you just finished up, you recorded that all at Burn Money, or was that like a split at home? Or
it was all recorded at home first, 1,000,000%. All recorded at home first. We figured out which songs we liked, and then we took that track list to Burn Money and finalized everything. I would say it took like, I don't know, maybe like 20, 30 hours. But it's only 15 tracks. So however many hours it would take to do 15 tracks. It's really only 2 hours a song.
Yeah.
30 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we didn't do it all at once. I did like 6, 6, 5, 10, you know.
Gotcha.
Pieced it out.
Oh, damn. You did that kind of quick.
Yeah.
That's fast.
Made it make sense. It's got to be quick. Like I said, you got to feel it. Like, if like I couldn't even do the cover art until we finished all the music.
Oh, I see.
That's how into it I am.
Yeah. You got to kind of get that feeling of it, right?
Yeah, I got to be able to hear it and how does it make me feel and what does that look like in my head, and then we go from there.
So it's always rough, finalize it, then you find a way to market it.
Package it, yep.
Package it, yeah.
Yep. Demo, master, package.
That's what's up. Do you make your own cover arts or?
No.
Okay.
No.
What do you like? You like ask like friends or?
So I usually like to go to a photographer that knows special effects in some shape or form. So if you could take a really hard picture and you could turn it into like this vision I got, then we can go from there. That's what I was able to do on this one. Usually, it's just a picture. The last album was like completely drawn, and it was done by Gallery, which does like everybody's cover arts right now. It does like Baby Smooths and.
Is that the green one?
Yeah,
the green one.
Yeah, that's by Gallery Province.
Okay, yeah, that one's fire.
And that's my first one that was drawn. But usually everything's just like a hard picture.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's my shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Here, I just want to say we have been holding on to this shot. I think we should definitely take it.
Take this shot.
I think we should take these shots.
Boom, boom.
Right here.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Powers is done for.
Nah, I'm not done. Let's get it.
Hey, can we take a break real quick? I need a pee, bro.
Let's go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, God, me too.
What are we at? Perfect.
Oh. Is the hat on straight?
Yeah. What kind of hat is that?
It's Lord knows. Portland heads know.
What is it, Tech?
What's it called?
What? You don't know what that is?
No, I'm not from Portland,
It's
bro.
Fuck 12.
It's what's his face, bro? He's been making clothes forever. Anyway, it's good.
It's Lord knows, bro.
It's like a Portland company.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought this hat out of his trunk after the Lil Uzi show.
Fire.
And I bought a Uzi bomber. Shit was hard.
Shout out to Uzi.
Love it.
No doubt.
We rolling?
All right, y'all. So we back here, back with Lambo Lawson and DJ Inferno. So Lambo, what I want to go ahead and ask is, we talked about your music, some of the work that you've done and the albums that you're working on. But I want to know, like, who's somebody that you want to work with, like in the future, now?
Like a famous nigga?
Famous or local? I want to know both.
Local artists I'd like to work with. You know, it's funny. I knew you were going to ask me this question. I kind of thought about it earlier.
It was coming, yeah, for sure.
But I didn't even, really. I've worked with almost everybody. I'm not going to lie. I worked with almost everybody. Local artist that I like right now is Wayne Gray. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you heard of the whole, Soggy thing that's going on right now.
Oh, yeah, yep.
Yeah, he's a part of that album. That's like a collective Portland project of handpicked artists to all get on of a Yellow Trash Can beat. Yellow Trash Can is a band. They're a duo that are originally from here, but they have connections to almost anybody. They're super powerful. But they produced all the records and they put a bunch of Portland artists together like Tiff, Boca, Keith Canvas, and Wayne Gray is one of them. But I just recently spent time with him at the Soggy House, and we were recording the reels for our records on there. He's a real cool dude. I like his vibe. Shout out to Wayne Gray.
How's that like? What's that sound like?
With the album?
Or I guess, just working with him.
I mean, I haven't yet, but like, what do I envision it to be? Like, right. I would say like he's got like this like little bit of like rock, but like, melodic style to him too. Like he can pretty much do anything. He's pretty versatile. But,
okay.
I like his image. I like where he's going. He knows who he is. A lot of people have a hard time with that. So yeah, shout out to Wayne Gray. As far as famous goes, I said this on another podcast. Like, I think I make a really good song with Quavo.
I could see that. That would be hard, bro. I could see that too.
Yeah, that's my man.
Put it on God, yeah, and then Quavo's fucking ad-lib.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, we almost put 2 Chainz on Put It On God.
For real?
Yeah,
that would have been crazy.
We almost put 2 Chainz on Put It On God.
Put It On God. I think I heard that song live. Rob Banks?
He did perform.
No, you heard Coop with the Wings with Rob Banks.
No, okay. you put
that song on.
I probably played Put It On God, but he said, at the Rob Banks
show. At the Rob Banks show, yeah.
That's where we met.
We met you at the Rob Banks show.
I thought you were saying that was a song I got with Rob Banks. No, the song Rob Banks, Coop with the Wings.
Just like
speaking of, you do have a song with Rob Banks.
I do.
To clarify, we do have a song.
That's my man. Shout out to Key Money.
Yes, sir. He just performed at Rolling Loud. I watched it on YouTube.
Yeah, he's like the Rolling Loud king.
Yeah, he went crazy.
Yeah, that's his shit. Like he's been doing Rolling Loud 10 years plus now.
Yeah.
But they're both really cool people. Like as you obviously seen when you guys met them.
Yeah. No, really cool dude. Rob Banks. That was a fun show. That whole experience, everything, huh? It was pretty cool.
Rob Banks, Chris,
really notable
Lambo,
show.
Bro. It was cool.
Yeah, we did that song on the last album when we was on tour in Sacramento. Sacramento? No, but when did we get the song? We got the song in Sacramento. We started the tour in San Diego. Yeah, Sacramento, bro. That's when we got the song.
Speaking of that show, Rob Banks show, real quick, I just want to say, like, that's the first time I ever heard Lambo Lawson. Yeah. That's the first time I ever seen Lambo Lawson perform. Yeah. You were one of my favorite performers.
Oh, thank you, man.
Bro, that was lit.
I appreciate it.
I love the music. I love the vibe you came out with, bro. You had your whole crew on stage.
Thank you.
That shit was so lit.
Thank you. Yeah, I always like doing the big crowds on stage. Like, that just reminds me of, like, Source Awards days when, like, there was just as many people on the stage as there was in the crowd.
Yeah.
So it's like you didn't really care if the crowd cared because y'all care.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Exactly. If you just on there by yourself and, like, say you have an awkward moment, everybody catches that. Whereas, though, if they looking at a bunch of people, they not worried about your little awkward moments or your little spat where you might forget the words or whatever. You know what I mean? So I like that. And I like the fact that I can look back and see people having fun, so I'm not discouraged if I look forward and people aren't.
Yeah, because it's all about the energy, bro, because, like, the energy from your people translates to you, and then the energy just on the stage translates to the people in the audience. So when they see y'all turning up, they're going to turn up too. So it's really cool to have your people there. Then the energies just elevate, they merge, and it just elevates and goes up together.
It just made it more fun, more engaging. For sure.
Right. Yeah, that's my shit, man. I personally, I feel what you're saying because that's how I feel.
Yeah.
You got to have that backup.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like, when you watch these shows where the person's just by themselves, sometimes they can look awkward.
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
yeah.
It's like, all right, give us some more. And if they gas, they gas. It's like a boxing match. If they tired, they tired.
Right. You got to revive them, though.
You know what I'm saying?
I think you were the last performer?
Right before Rob, I think I was. You know what's funny? They actually didn't want that to happen originally. They tried to make me be like one of the first. I was like, how you going to make me do that? I'm like with Rob Banks right now. You telling me to be the first? And he was like, oh, never mind. But I don't think they even know until they know. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they was still cool. Shout out to Nolan.
Yeah.
They was definitely still cool. Once they figured it out and put everything together, you just got to let niggas know.
Yeah, facts.
You can't just let people make lineups. You gotta stick up for yourself.
Hey, have you ever had like a horror story with like one of your homies on stage getting too crazy? You had to be like, bro, chill.
I've done so many shows that I 100% know I have one, but do I remember it? Nah. I would say we used to jump in crowds. Like, we used to crowd surf faithfully.
Oh, okay.
And I know for a fact some homies didn't make it.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean? I know for a fact some homies hit the ground hard.
Oh, my God, yeah.
You know, I would say that counts as a hard story for sure. Like,
oh, man. That's a tough.
They didn't make it. That's a crazy.
Or they light a blunt and they not me, so they get kicked out.
Oh, yep.
I've had we were trying to throw merch before at one of my shows, give out free shirts that were super limited.
Yeah.
So I gave some to one of the homies. He threw the bitch over a vent, didn't even like land in the thing. It just like got stuck. I looked at him like, damn. Like, these wasn't cheap shirts neither. Like,
it's some limited edition shit.
Yeah, he threw that shit right in the vent. That shit probably still there to this day. That was the biggest horror story to me, just because them shirts was icy. And I don't do merch often.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But Final Trap Fantasy will have merch.
Okay.
Shout out to that.
How many designs you looking at?
Not many. I'll probably give y'all 2 designs of a t-shirt, and I'll give you some pants.
Limited quantities?
Always.
Limited quantities.
Always. Definitely do it as quick as you can. You know, it's best I can tell you.
Is that going to be available like through like website, or how you doing it?
There'll be a website open the day of the album drop. It'll all drop together.
What's the website called?
I don't know yet. It'll probably just be LamboLawson.com for real.
TBD.
Yeah, but I want to think of something cool too. LamboLawson.com exists. It's just like a domain that we close and reopen. So we might do it on there, or I might do something totally different. Like I said, I want this one to be really creative.
Mm-hmm.
I might even do like FinalTrapFantasy.com. You know what I'm saying? You know,
that'd be fine.
You know, make it not even, directly connected to my name. I
like
like to
that,
do
though.
shit like that.
It's just clean though.
Thank you.
Honestly, like looking back at the name, it's Final Trap Fantasy. Like that shit just rolls off just fine. You know,
yeah.
Final Trap
FTF.
Fantasy. FTF.
FTF.
That's gas.
You know what I mean? So the merch is simple, but it's hot. Like, I promise you. Like, I started off a fashion dude, so I'm gonna always make sure the merch is hard.
We gonna get a lookbook beforehand.
I got you. I got y'all numbers now.
Okay.
Y'all got the album beforehand.
Yes, sir.
I'm about to bump that on the ride home.
Yeah, y'all got the album beforehand.
It's on the phone.
Yeah.
It's on the phone.
Yeah, I gave y'all the album. Y'all gonna like that shit, but like, so you've never played Final Fantasy, but you know what it is, right?
Yeah.
So you've heard some of the music. Like,
the general idea, yep.
So you'll be able to like kind of put it together. Like, I get where this came from. All right, then you gonna get it.
I feel like everybody knows what Final Fantasy is.
They do.
It's just like culturally, like it's just there in the culture, you know?
Yeah.
It's like anyone that's playing any video games knows Final Fantasy.
Right. All right, bet.
So how does that work, Lambo? So say I'm a dude that doesn't play video games at all. Can I still relate to your album?
Fuck yeah.
Why?
You ever done drugs or sold one?
Never.
Damn. You ever
He's straight though.
Nah,
He's straight though.
I'm kidding.
You ever got a large amount of money and you had to figure out how to to make that money make you more money?
Yes.
Then yeah, you'll get it.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to trap anymore. I want my money to make me money.
So the message.
Right.
Got you.
You know, is everything is within your power, you know, based on the resources that you have currently. That's the message. So at the end of the day, I have X amount of dollars that I can turn into X amount of dollars if I do what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah. I think everyone can relate to that for sure, because everyone's trying to hustle, right? Everyone's trying to get after everyone.
We all hustlers, especially in today's economy.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
You're not working one job, you're working two, you're doing side hustles. Like,
everyone
it's hard
hustling.
out here. It's hard out here.
Everyone hustling.
Okay.
So you don't smoke, huh?
Nah, not at all, man.
I can tell by your answer.
I've tried it. I've definitely tried it, but for me, I can't be productive when I do it. Like, I've tried smoking, and I just want to sleep, chill, and I like to be productive doing shit. So it's like, it doesn't help me be productive. But I know people that are like smoking, and it sparks their creativity, they're productive. Yep. So if I was like that, I'd be down to do it. But for me, it's like I just want to take a nap. And I was like, fuck, I can't be doing that all the time.
Yeah. Nah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's how I am with shrooms. I don't like mushrooms. You fuck with shrooms?
Shrooms? Yeah. I feel like they cure.
You feel like they what?
I feel like they cure the mind.
Nah, I don't fuck with them shits. They.
You gotta do them like limited edition type shit once a year.
I did them for like a summer and like had great, experiences on them. But when I had a bad trip, I had a bad trip. I never did them again.
No lie, I ain't gonna lie. Like I did have a bad trip once. Like I was abducted type shit. It was a little crazy. I ain't gonna get too into it, but yeah, I got abducted.
By aliens?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was on the table, bro.
Okay.
You're fucking capping.
No, I'm not lying. I was on the table. I saw them. I was like this. I don't know.
He was trying to keep it a beam, like, keep it cool.
I was literally like,
damn.
let's just say like they did some, bro, and I was like in shock. Like my body was shocking. Like I felt like I was getting like electrocuted.
What?
Yeah.
That's some like lucid dreaming shit.
Bro, you don't play with that shit.
No.
You gotta do it, like you gotta know what you're doing.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing.
Nah, I feel you. And it's shit like that why I don't take mushrooms no more.
Yeah.
But that's what makes it so great. Because
I don't think so.
I feel like it's trial and error.
I think I got too many demons to do mushrooms. It all comes rushing back to me.
Yeah, I feel that.
So does weed like help spark your creativity?
No. I think it slows down my thoughts to be able to catch them.
Oh, because you're constantly rolling. Like you got this idea, this
right.
idea.
So if you have 1,000 words that are going 65 miles per hour in your head, and you smoke weed, now they going 15. It's easier to put them in place.
Do you freestyle better when you're high?
No.
I feel like you would though. You say your mind's going crazy, going fast.
I mean, yeah, maybe
slow it down.
Maybe I could pick the words out. Like I could freestyle anyway as long as I take it slow. Like everybody want to be fast these days.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. I can easily start freestyling right now, and everything will hit. You know what I'm saying? If I do it slowly.
Yeah.
If I'm doing it at a pace in which I write one of my records, hell no. You know what I mean? I get high at my house, and yeah, I'll say it helps my creativity melody-wise. Yeah. It don't help me, punchline-wise, put it that way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can catch the words, but are them words going to put together something hot? I don't know. You know what I mean?
50-50.
I smoke weed to relax. My mom always say, she drinks to relax. She don't drink to get drunk. I smoke to relax. I don't smoke to get high.
I'll bet.
You know what I mean? And once I'm relaxed, I'm like I go to bed. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Or I might smoke all day and not do no songs. I might play the game all day. It sparks a certain form of creativity, but not always music. I mean, I've been making music for so long that like weed to me, like yeah, they go hand in hand, but I don't need to do it to get in that mode. You feel me? I can be sober and get in that mode.
Right.
You know what I mean? I could take one shot and get in that mode.
Yeah. It's not a dependent. You're not dependent.
Yeah, because I'm sure you've rapped about stuff that happened when you were sober.
Fuck yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't. Yeah. So that makes sense.
Yeah, like it's not that deep to me. I just like the flavor. I just like the art of smoking because you figure people smoke cigars just to like have conversations. Mm-hmm. Like it's a social thing.
Yeah,
smoking in general started off a social thing.
Yep.
And I feel like that's what weed is for me. Just like I just seen Kanye in the hallway. He was like, yo, we got smoke on when you done. Social thing.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? It's something to chop it up, and we probably going to talk more music over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it ain't for everybody. Just like shrooms ain't for me, weed ain't for you. That's cool.
Yeah. That's cool. No, I feel that. I relate to what he said, unpredictability, because it makes somebody just feel different.
Yeah.
And maybe that different ain't for that person.
Hell no. Some people be tripping. Like I know people smoke
like this.
Yeah. Damn, my heart beating real fast right now.
Like, you didn't just smoke crack.
Why is that dude looking at us like? He's just looking at you.
There's nothing. You gotta watch you smoke.
Just paranoid. No reason.
You gotta watch you smoke. You gotta ask people like, what do you get into before you pass them a blunt?
Yeah.
It's important. They get the tripping, dog. Call the ambulance.
Call the ambulance.
What? What the fuck you give me?
Oh my god, bro.
I done had that happen to me. You never seen that?
No. I'm laughing because I've seen a situation like that.
It'd be like that.
Some dude was tripping.
It really be like
that.
You gotta check him. Ambulance. I'm like,
damn. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Speaking of experience, like back in the day, like before the homie smoked. He's here right now. I'm gonna speak on him real quick. I used to have a homie that gave me edibles.
Yeah.
You know, he would give them to me to give them to the homies.
Yeah.
You know, as you know, like to try them out. He was trying to do it.
Yeah.
Bro, he infused these. You know how edibles be like, you know, like little milligrams, right?
Yeah.
No, this homie did 300 milligrams
In one. Was it like a Rice Krispie treat?
Nah, it was a brownie, I think.
Type shit.
Type shit. Oh wait, was it a Rice Krispie? It was a brownie.
It was a brownie.
Yeah. So 300 milligrams, bro. Knocked them ice cold, bro.
300 milligrams. I can't even do edibles, bro. I smoke an ounce a day, but I can't do edibles. Edibles. If I eat a whole 100 milligrams. I'm done. I'm done for a day and a half.
Well, imagine my boy. He took 300.
Nah, was he chalked? Was he chalked for 2 days sleep?
I think he went. I think he had to get picked up. He left his whip there at the crib. Damn. Is that right? Yeah.
And then he was losing feeling in his limbs. He was losing feeling in his hands.
He just told me next day, like, bro, I passed out. Like,
damn.
I was out. That's cool.
Damn. So your business is up and running now, huh? You got a good
He's got that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to them.
Man, that is funny.
So he was good. Does he still smoke?
Oh yeah, more than ever.
Oh, then yeah, he liked it.
Yeah, he's back. He's in it. No problem.
The product is fire. Product is fire. Stop playing with them. You know what I mean? 300 milligram brownies. We don't make those no more, huh?
Oh no, that homie don't make them no more.
Nah,
he was just a consumer.
Oh, you ate it.
He was the storyteller.
He was yeah. He was out ice cold.
Damn.
How many days, bro? Because when I take 100, I'm done for a day and a half. And you had a headache when you wasn't high no more. You had a headache, and you was hungry for days, like you was still high. Nah, I feel it, bro.
Yeah,
it's a different beast.
300 milligrams. Yeah, never unheard of.
Scary.
Unheard of. Scary. Don't do it.
Scary. So what y'all working on next, man? Let me be the interviewer, man. What's the next Riverman Flow coming up? Y'all know that yet?
Shit, man. We're in the works. So you know the one that you went to, the R&B with Adrian Marcel, CRSB. So we're trying to do a part 2.
Okay.
We're tapping in with a couple of different artists,
yeah,
DJs. So we're trying to get that line up. Hopefully, fingers crossed, April.
Okay.
Then we got another one in May. That'll be more like our rap kind of show, like the one you guys just went to that we did the 1 year.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we got. And, man, really, we just been kind of focusing on the podcast. Like, you know, we've been doing this thing pretty consistently every week. Every Thursday in this spot, this is where we'll be. So we've been
doing good, bro.
Yeah, we've been consistent. We've been tapping in with, you know, different artists, DJs, entrepreneurs. Like, we're trying to get to the point where it's like people are calling us. Hey, let me get that interview. We're like, nah, we don't got time.
honestly, being transparent, people have reached out to us saying, let's get on the pod. And we booked out right now.
Yeah, man.
We're literally booked out.
Yeah, we got a couple weeks, you know, in advance. So that's a great thing. But honestly, bro, it's not even that. Like, if you want to be on the podcast, we'll get you on. Just, you know, we got to schedule it. But we really just want everyone to come on here, tell their story. Like, for you, you know, it's more than Lambo Lawson. Like, we want to know who you are behind Lambo Lawson.
Right.
So we're really just trying to make this a platform for people to come on, talk about who they are, what they got going, and, like, what made them who they are today.
Right.
Yeah. So, but
so it's really cool when, you know, Lambo Lawson wants to hop on the pod, when Rex wants to hop on the pod. Like, it's dope because, you know, that just means that people like our platform. And
we had Rex Wonders on here?
Yeah, just 2 days ago.
Shout out to my guy.
Dude, that dude.
Y'all had Motion Boy Todd too, didn't you?
Yep, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
That's my brother.
Yeah, man, a lot of people, man. Portland, we got a lot more names like in the lineup. And then, like, with me being from LA, like, we're trying to eventually, you know, get some folks from LA come up here, like, whether they're on tour, doing shows or whatever. Like, if they're just stop by real quick, we'll do the pod. Like, we're trying to get everyone, man.
How often do you go back and forth from here to LA?
For me, it's not been as often as like every couple months.
Say you an Oregonian now or what?
Nah, never. I tell this dude all the time, I'm from Cali till the day I die.
Because he don't smoke Kush, bro.
He don't claim it. It's cool though.
If he smoked Kush, bro, he'd be like,
he be claiming it,
I'm Oregonian, gang.
Bro, it's crazy though. I'm gonna tell you, man. The LA homies say the Portland weed or the Oregon weed's trash.
Because they just loyal to where they from.
That's what it is?
It's loyal to the soil, for real.
What, the Oregon weed is trash?
Yeah. No. What? I think so.
Damn.
Wait, where are you from?
He's from Cali. We're from like the same area.
Nah, yeah, you crazy.
So if you
Julian,
that's biasness.
Julian, you like
That's
the weed here
biased.
better? You like the weed here better?
And he
Really?
used to live in Rancho
Yeah, that's what I'm
Cucamonga.
saying. We're from like the same area too.
Oh God, y'all
Yeah.
niggas is smoking gelato and runts and they calling it other shit. Stop playing.
Oh man.
If you want to come to Oregon and you like, if the strain says whatever, I don't know, somebody give me a strain name. Fuck, it don't matter.
There's LSD.
Sure, it's probably that. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's, Blue Dream is probably Blue Dream here. Like
Blue
nobody
dreams for the
smokes
sweet
that
dreams
anymore,
is
but
what they say.
yeah, like
Obama.
you know what I mean? You got the Siege, you got Runts 33, you got Runts 11, you got, you know what I'm saying? You have
Yeah.
different cuts and they educate you. They don't do that in LA. Like, nigga,
Yeah.
that shit is all fucking like commercial.
Yeah, nowadays.
Come get
for
this
sure.
little baggie that's in the exact 3.5 and it's gelato, but it say like your favorite rapper on it.
Yeah.
This is like BMF. This is BMF weed, but it's gelato.
You a fan of cookies?
Yeah.
Is that a sensitive topic or what?
Yeah.
He said,
Yeah, I like y'all. I like cookies. I like what they doing.
Okay.
I bet.
But I like what y'all doing better in Oregon because I like the deli style. Like I can smell the weed when I go to the store, and I like you gotta fucking crack a bag for me to smell. I can't smell that like I can smell the jar, nigga. Like that's not helping me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like when you go to who smoke weed? You go to a dispensary and the jar is half full. You smell glass or you smell the weed? But can you smell the weed as well as when that bitch is at the top? Say that. Yeah, you can. You can. I'm saying.
Oh, when it's at the bottom?
Yeah, it's at
Oh,
the
yeah,
bottom.
you can
You
still
smelling glass, nigga. I'm saying you smelling jar.
He's saying like if the glass is like if the weed's at the bottom,
it's still
you're smelling
strong.
it versus
Yeah,
if the
you
weed's
can
at the
tell,
top,
definitely.
it's not the same.
It's not the same
That's what he's trying to
unless
say.
if it's full.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If I was to crack out the pee right now, you smell the whole thing, you understand like, damn, that shit smells fire. But if it was nothing left in it, you couldn't really smell it like that. That's the equivalent of cracking this little 3.5 and saying it's X, Y, and Z. It's watermelon gelato. I don't trust no flavors. Watermelon, banana, grape, strawberry, none of that shit. If any of that shit is in it, I don't trust it because that's just their way of saying it smell like nature.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It don't got no smell. It's a flavor.
I feel like everybody that's watching this podcast getting educated on this weed right now. So
Facts.
Yeah.
What
if
about
you ain't know, now you know.
Now
what
you
about
know.
like real tree versus like the cart shit?
I don't fuck with that shit. That's all terps. Y'all just smoking terpenes.
Mm.
I mean, it depends. You know, you could be smoking real live rosin with an O. It's different. You got resin, you got rosin.
Okay.
The resin is just like your run of the mill midpoint, like, you know, it's gonna get you there. And you got distillate that's gonna be real cheap. That's terps that ain't gonna get you nowhere. You just gotta believe in it. And then you got rosin, which is your like $60 to $80 a gram. That's really the shit that's made in a washing machine. You know what I mean? Like really like getting to the bag.
Yeah.
That's gonna get you high. But then you got niggas that take that shit and put it in a rig, and now that's like 10 blunts, the rosin.
Oh shit.
It's the levels. And then you can hit the diamonds. If you got a pen that got the diamonds in it, I don't know. I might smoke a pen with the diamonds in it, put it that way.
You want to know something crazy? You know, shout out my neighbor way back when. Yeah. You know, my boy. This is a long time ago, by the way. I had a neighbor, and that dude, he grew. He was always about that growing shit. And this dude always had diamonds.
Yeah.
And that fool would be showing me these diamonds all the time and be giving them to me for free.
You was smoking them?
Yeah, yes and no. Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Let's just say like I had a rig back then.
Okay,
and so I was hitting it with the rig.
Yeah, you was doing your thing.
Yeah, I was doing my thing. But no, that shit had me
Stupid high.
dumb.
So diamonds is just straight THC rock.
Yeah, it was insane.
There's no percentage to that. That's 100%.
That's when I
Oh,
used to smoke
shit.
too, by the way. That was
Yeah.
years ago. I don't smoke no more, but that shit had me.
Oh, you quit?
dumb.
What made you quit?
Let's just say I felt unproductive.
Okay.
A little bit. It was kind of like I treat it like medicine.
Okay.
Whenever I feel like I need it, I hit it.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then when I don't need it, I don't use it.
Nah, I respect that.
Okay.
Yeah, whenever I'm having like, you know, like some stress or like some like damn near mental breakdowns, I'm just like, I need that shit.
Type
but
shit.
then when I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm just sober.
That just means you have willpower, my brother. So you have a great name.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Powers has willpower.
Powers. He does have willpower.
Willpowers.
Made by power is the willpower.
Type
Feel
shit.
that?
You can add that. Is that really? That's not the real meaning, is it?
What? No,
you
that's
start
not.
calling yourself Powers?
Nah, it's actually a funny story.
All right, I'm ready.
We got time.
It's me and the homie right here. Shout out homie right here, Angel. We pulled up to Denny's, and back in the day, I used to go by Kid with the Vision. That was my rap name, Kid with the Vision.
You rap?
I used to, I rap.
Oh, but you gotta some shit after.
Yeah. I rap. So, I was like going with Kid with the Vision. I'm like, bro, I need a whole name change. And I'm like, well, back in the day, they used to call me Big Mike, Michael. They used to call me that.
Yeah.
My name's Miguel, so it translates to Michael.
Yeah.
And then this dude was like, hey, that power sign is right there. It was Power Nissan or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, hey, that shit does sound hard. I'm like, how about I come up with Michael Powers? So Michael Powers was it.
Yeah.
And then eventually down the line, I was just like, you know what? I'm always engineering. I'm always editing. I'm always doing shit. So I'm like, it's always Made by Power.
Hard.
So then eventually it came out to Made by Power.
Miguel in my ears. You ever see that meme? Miguel in my ears.
Yep.
That's hard.
Yeah, Michael went to Made by Power.
Nah, that's hard as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? And the name's got to make sense. Why you call yourself DJ Inferno? It's like because of the,
Bro, so
obvious.
I used to be in a Pokemon heavy.
Hard. Charmander.
And there was that one, the monkey dude, Infierno or something like that. He was like an evolution of whatever monkey-based Pokemon there was. It was like
I forgot, bro.
Yeah. So
he was a newer one.
Yeah. So I was just like Inferno.
Yeah.
And it just stuck when I was like 12, and I've literally had the same DJ name since.
That's hard.
Yeah.
As long as you stick it to something that means something to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it really doesn't have meaning at the end of the day, but
right.
it's like,
it does though. It does
because that's how it. That's
because
how,
it takes you back to
my
your childhood.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas though, like everybody has a vision of who they wanted to be as a child, and it's like, do you feel like you are who you wanted to be as far as your vision as a child now?
Yeah, of course, it's getting there.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
What about Lambo Lawson? Where'd that come from?
So my uncle started calling me Lambo because I grew up fast. So I grew from like 5'9" to like 6'3" in like my 8th grade summer year. And he just started calling me Lambo Lawson. But at the same time, we were also watching MTV Cribs where Bow Wow called himself Lamborghini Moss.
Mm.
And I was like, that don't even got alliteration. Like, my last name Lawson, I could be Lambo Lawson just like my uncle calling me, and I could really take it off. Because I'm already being called Lambo by my family members. This nigga's on Cribs. You Bow Wow. You're not Lamborghini Moss. Nah, I'm Lamborghini Lawson, nigga.
Mm.
And then from there, that's what it was.
That's tight.
I probably only remember that episode when Bow Wow showed his crib.
Nope.
Yeah, but he was a young boy. He just got a Lambo. He was like, I'm Lamborghini Moss. Yeah, a lot of people always ask me, you got a Lamborghini? No, the point is to get them for free.
Mm.
Just like Gucci Mane. Like, they didn't fuck with him at first for being Gucci Mane.
Yeah.
And then he ended up modeling a whole collection for Gucci when he got out of prison and got his body right. And now he don't pay for Gucci. It's all free.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll get y'all Lambos in a minute, too. As long as they free. I get everybody in this room a car.
Damn.
Everyone finna get a Lambo.
You know what I mean? Trucks, too. Just got to be free.
And them Cybertrucks just hit Oregon.
Did they?
Yeah. I seen one driving the street,
Cybertrucks just hit Oregon.
Now that you mention it.
I never seen the inside of that car, though.
Me either.
Everybody's showing you, like, they driving it, but what the inside look like?
Probably like
a 97 Honda Accord.
Yeah, I feel like it's janky in there. I feel
yeah,
like
not low key, bro.
I feel like the inside is hitting like a F-150.
Yeah, it's not.
Shit,
it's nothing.
Maybe
crazy.
You're right though. You coming like you onto something.
It's hitting like a pickup. Because it remind me of, you know what I think Elon did? I think he bit the what was Kanye shit he was riding around when he was giving out the Yeezy Quantums.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know.
Was his shit not called a Cybertruck? What was his shit called with the big wheels?
I don't know what it was.
He was
called.
in Chicago.
I know what you're talking about.
Giving out Quantums.
You're talking about his ranch and shit, right?
Yeah, but they weren't made by Tesla, right?
No,
I can't remember.
I gotta Google that real quick.
If I'm being real, I can't remember that.
You know, I'm talking about the big wheel trucks, but they wasn't Tesla trucks. I feel like the Cybertruck was based off that.
It was a Ukrainian truck.
Ukrainian truck.
Yeah, it was from that's all it says on Google.
Like some military vehicle.
Kanye West drove a Ukrainian truck.
And I think Elon seen that and turned it into whatever.
You're talking about this one, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, I feel like Ye's looked a little more sleek. This shit look more like a tractor trailer.
It is a tractor. Look at them wheels, bro.
I feel like the one he was driving in Chicago looks more like a Cybertruck.
Probably.
It was more like, steel, like titanium looking almost.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. You know, all these cars and shit, all this futuristic shit coming out, just like,
yeah.
I mean, I saw some. He said it was like bulletproof or something, right? I think I saw someone throw a brick at it and it broke.
Yeah,
I believe it.
I'm pretty sure I saw that years ago.
That's like when Ray J said he had unbreakable glasses. He said, "I'll break these." He said, "Break them."
That was an entrepreneur too.
Yeah.
Did they break?
He'd be coming up with all kinds of shit.
Like,
I seen the one where he was doing the interview. He's like, yeah, like you could read, and they were working. Like he had that shit down here.
Nah.
They were working when he did the demonstration.
He was like,
he's
Ray
an
J.
entrepreneur. I'm telling you, he'd be coming up with all crazy shit.
He was like, Ray J, don't test me. I will break these. He was like, they're unbreakable.
And they broke.
Bro, I'll break them. He was like, snap. And he was like, I don't care. You know what I mean? Man. That shit is funny as fuck to me.
That shit is funny.
But yeah, man, I forget what we was talking about since I put in the fucking Kanye on the little Cybertruck shit.
Facts.
We were kind of just going off on a tangent, to be honest.
Yeah, we were kind of just going off on some crazy shit. What we can do is our favorite segment on this show is what's in your bag. So, I mean, I know we sent you a little doc saying what's in your bag. Did you come ready with something?
No, I didn't. I didn't even read that shit. So basically, this shit was based on how many, like, what I would take with me.
Yeah.
Just like on the daily, like what are...
Maybe we can do the studio edition.
Yeah, like what are 5 essential things you need in the studio?
Oh, 5 essential things you need in the studio. I definitely need weed. Not because it makes me creative, because like I said...
We already talked about it. Don't make it creative.
It's to make me relax.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 1.
I need a bottle of water.
Okay, that's 2.
A bottle of tequila. Not because I needed to rap, because it's fun.
Yeah, 2 more.
2 more in the studio.
In the studio.
And like beats obviously don't count, right? Because that goes without saying.
Yeah, it's like basic. Like
in the studio, that's really all I need. Backwoods.
Any like special equipment? Like you rolling with like a special like compressor, mic,
No, you know,
headphones?
I came from nothing. I had to make all this shit myself sound like I wanted it to sound. So like now that I got money, I'm learning how to use the hot shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm trying to make that make sense because I know stock like the back of my hand. It's like I'm meeting niggas like him, and it's like, oh, you don't got to use that no more. You can use da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
And now I got to figure that out. So I'm getting into that. Like I just got Ozone 11. You know what I mean? Whereas though when I first started fucking with mastering, I think I had like Ozone 4.
Oh shit.
So imagine like they got Nectar 4 out now. I think when I was using Nectar for the first time, it was just Nectar. It wasn't a number. So I'm relearning all that shit. So I can record just like this, and I can find a way to make it sound hot.
Yeah.
What else do I need in the studio? I said weed. I said liquor. I said water.
You don't bring no headphones?
No, because I already came. I came with it ready. I don't really know. I don't like nobody in my sessions, so I'm not gonna say homies. I'm not gonna say females, because for what? We gonna end it at 3. I'm good with what I got. We still gonna make the album. Just bunch of weed, not a bunch of liquor, but 1 bottle and a bottle of water.
Okay. And that gets you through the session.
Fuck yeah. I mean, sure, we can be extra and give me some snacks.
Okay.
Maybe, but like good snacks, like nutritious joints, like I don't know, something with like some kind of like liquid content in it, like I don't know, like a fruit or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got to.
Yeah. Damn, 5 items. that they use on a regular basis. Items that they can't go on with their day without.
Yeah, give us like two daily basis.
Yeah,
like
2 dailies.
Since you did 3 for the studio already.
3 dailies that I can't go without. Bro, I'm such a simple nigga. Kush, water. I drink hot tea in the morning.
Okay, we'll put tea. Tea's
put
up
tea
there.
on there.
Tea's daily.
Because that gets my voice together. That's how I'm even able to like do shit like this.
Okay.
Shit. I gotta eat something before, man. I really don't need a lot, bro.
But
what's your go-to food? Like, what's your favorite type of food? Mexican, American?
It
Chinese?
depends. I got little stints, like, because I get high, you feel me? I smoke weed. So, like, you gotta find, you know.
What you're craving.
Yeah,
like craving.
So there'll be a certain month I might really rock with Mexican, and I'm eating that shit, like, every other day.
Mm-hmm.
There might be sometimes I really rock with Italian. I'm always on the pasta tip. But I would say my ultimate favorite food is probably tacos, or pizza. Real childish.
Hey, pizza's lit.
Yeah, but I feel like that's what you said when you was in kindergarten. What's your favorite food?
Pizza.
Pizza. You know what I mean? But it's just quick. Like, I'm always on the go. Like, I'm not really. I can cook, but I don't really cook for myself like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean?
Yeah. So, yeah, pizza or fucking tacos, bro.
Bet.
It's fucking horrible. Super unhealthy.
It is what it is, bro. It gets you through the day.
Yeah. Some niggas would be on here lying to you, saying they eating salads every day.
Chicken and rice. That's all they get.
That's my shit too, though, bro.
Chicken and rice.
That wasn't. That's a good one.
Chicken and rice, bro.
Rice is my favorite food for real.
I mean, it gotta be jasmine rice, though, right?
I don't even know if I know the difference.
Jasmine rice is lit.
What is it? Just finer? Like
stickier?
It's sticky.
I don't like sticky shit. Nope.
You don't like sticky rice, though?
Why is it sticky?
I mean, it's sticky.
But why though?
It's just.
I don't like when my shit is clumped up.
It's just better though. Jasmine. You could be like wiggling and shit. It just stays.
Nah, I don't like that shit.
It don't fall out of your spoon. It don't fall out of your chopsticks. I don't know.
You eat rice with a spoon?
No.
Yeah, you do.
I eat it with some chopsticks.
It's the for real?
Yeah.
I don't even know how to do that.
So when you have chicken and rice, you eat it with chopsticks?
Bet.
No, you are not.
Yes, I am.
Nah, he'll really probably prove you wrong and go eat that shit with chopsticks.
Bro, I'm literally the guy with the chopsticks.
You just like drumsticks.
I am,
like twirling.
bro. I be teaching people how to use chopsticks.
I looked back at a certain someone, they just went.
You know what?
I'm gonna leave it at that.
You know what? I ran out of questions.
Anyways, Lambo, we appreciate you for coming, man.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for having me, man.
It was a great interview, man.
I wish I answered the last question a little better.
Nah, you're
good.
I'm gonna go to the studio next time and think about that shit. Like 5 things that I had to have in this motherfucker.
Just check yourself. Just be like, oh, that's what it is.
Yeah. I'm gonna text y'all though.
Bet.
Once I find 4 and 5, I'm gonna hit y'all.
Hell yeah.
Bet.
You know what I mean? Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. This was fire.
Yep.
No, for sure. We appreciate you coming. Again, you know, it's DJ Inferno, Made by Power, Lambo Lawson.
Thank you, man.
We got a freaking album coming out soon.
Yep.
Hell yeah. I don't know what day, but you might wake up and it might be there. I don't know. Sometimes I want to pull the Beyonce and just like give it to y'all over, like, you know what I'm saying, overnight, no Diddy, you feel me?
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying? Just fucking like put that bitch out and like, you know, just have niggas be like, yo, it's out. But like, I don't know. I want to work it out. Like I said, I got 5 more songs and I want to, you know, work out how I'm going to put on there and shit from there. Like,
Bet.
Yeah.
Where can the people find you, like on socials?
My name is Lambo Lawson, at Lambo Lawson, Lambo LAWSON, all one word, no space, no underscore, nothing like that. You can find me on anything or just Google Lambo Lawson.
First thing that pops up.
Yeah, I'm there for pages. I've been doing this for a long time.
Hell yeah.
Fire.
Yeah, Googleable as fuck.
Love it.
Google Lambo Lawson. And again, one last shout out. We got Joy Energy Drink. Don't
Hell
forget
yeah.
to get your energy drinks.
The legit cup.
Most natural. Gonna give you laser focus, guaranteed. I got people telling me every day that these things give them the focus that they need. So make sure
they
you
sell
get
it like
yourself
that?
a Joy.
Or is this your cup?
No, this is V2. So their new logos are gonna start looking like this. So this is actually low-key unreleased, but it's gonna start looking like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
What flavor is this?
This is lemon ginger. They got 3: lemon ginger, blood orange, lime raspberry.
That's my preferred tea. Every morning I drink lemon ginger.
The lemon
tea.
ginger, yeah, it tastes just like the tea. So
and it's vegan too.
I mean,
if you care about that, it's vegan.
Shout out to the vegans. You feel me?
Yep.
Non-GMO.
Okay, I smoke GMO.
I love it.
You know,
we appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate you.
Rhythm and Flow podcast, man. We're signing off.
Yes, sir. See y'all.